Students, in this video I shall be teaching you all how to plot a line graphically. I'm doing a sum number 9 from the exercise 26b of your textbook. The question reads, the graph of 3x plus 2y is 6 meets the x-axis at the point P and y-axis at the point Q. Use the graphical method to find the coordinates of P and Q. So whenever you have to plot a line on a graph, you are given the equation. So this is the equation of the line, and whenever I have to plot it on a graph paper, I need to have three points which lie on the line. So I'll show you how to find out 3 points. We need to do some working over here. So before that, you will have to isolate any one variable in the equation. So generally we isolate y. So I have isolated 2y and I've taken the 3x on the other side. So it becomes 2y is equal to 6 minus 3x. You have to have the y completely isolated. So the 2 is also to be taken on the other side. So I get y is equal to 6 minus 3x upon 2. Now you will start assuming the coordinates of x and accordingly substitute the value of x over here and find the value of y. So for the first one, I assume the value of x as 2. So we can substitute and see. We get y minus 3 into 2 upon 2, which becomes 6 minus 6 is equal upon 2, which is equal to 0. So if my x is 2, my y becomes 0. This is my first point of the line. Now you have to be very careful when you're assuming the x over here. You have to think of a number that after substituting the value of x, I get a number divisible by 2 so that I can avoid my decimals. If the number is an odd number, it won't be divisible by 2 and my answer will come in decimals, and plotting a decimal on the graph paper is slightly difficult. So now if I assume a number 1 over here, it will become 6 minus 3, which is 3 upon 2. I get a decimal number. So I go on the second number, which was 2. I got an answer for that. Now if I again assume the number 3, it becomes 3 3s are 9. 6 minus 9 is minus 3 upon 2. I get a decimal number. So I can think about another number can be also a 0, can also be assumption when I am not getting good options. So I can take 0 as an assumption. So when I take x as 0, the value of y is 6 minus 3 into 0 upon 2. 6 minus 0 is 6 and 6 upon 2 is 3. So if the value of x is 0, the value of y is 3. Now I can also think about any negative number which is recommended, so that your coordinates are spread on the graph paper. So if I take the negative number, I can take it as minus 2 again. So y is equal to 6 minus 3 into minus 2 upon 2, which gives me 6 plus 6 upon 2, which is 12 upon 2, which is 6. So if my x is minus 2, my y is 6. So these are the 3 points which lie on the line. Now I have to just plot them on the graph paper, and I can join them and I can get my line on the graph paper. So now we proceed on the graph paper. I have plotted the points over here. So the first one was 2, 0. So on the x-axis I have plotted 2, which is 2, 0, because the y coordinate is 0, so the point will lie on the x-axis. The second one was 0, 3. I have plotted 0, 3, so the x coordinate is 0, so the point lies on y-axis, it is 0, 3. And the third one is minus 2, 6. So it is minus 2 on the x-axis and 6 on the y-axis. So this is my point, minus 2, 6. So these are my 3 points plotted. Now I need to join them and draw the line. So I have connected all the 3 coordinates with the help of a line. Make sure that you draw a line which extends on both the sides. Put your arrows on the line. And now I have to answer my question. My question is, I had to find the coordinates of P and Q. So P is on the P is on the x-axis and y is on the and Q is on the y-axis. So here is my P, which is on the x-axis 2, 0, and Q is on the y-axis 0, 3. So while assuming my coordinates only, I have answered my question. So otherwise, if my points were something else, I would have located for the points on the axis, this point where the line is meeting the axis, and I would have written the answer. But now you can just write your P is 2, 0 and your Q is 0, 3. Thank you.